Hi everybody, Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation. We're an emerging nation. We are the United States of the world and we're on a mission to banish poverty. We have been around about 5 years putting in solid foundations, and we're even strengthening those foundations as we continue over the past few days. And we're now in a position where we're expanding our economy. That'll benefit all our citizens because it'll improve the liquidity and value of our currency, and all our citizens hold our currency because we give it to them every month. We're also a non-separatist organization. That means that we don't pigeonhole people based on what they look like, where they come from, what gender they are, how much money they've got or not got, or anything else. We just see everybody as a human being, part of one big family of humanity, all interlinked, all individually unique, all having something unique to offer our community. We have a little affirmation that helps with that in a moment, and we'll be doing that affirmation following our opening prayer that's there to help us find true happiness in life. That inner peace that's always with you, the calm that can't be destroyed. And you can't buy that. There are people that are supposedly very successful in life. They have all the money that they could ever want, more than they could ever spend. And yet they're still searching for something and they don't know what it is. And they can't buy it. They can buy anything they want in the world, but they can't buy that happiness that's missing from their life. You can only get it through loving service to others. And the great thing about being of loving service to others is that it attracts into your life everything else that you want and need. And that's what our little prayer's about. And we're going to get started with that in just a moment. But I want to welcome you, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching the recording. All these are recorded. And I know that not everybody can make 7 o'clock UK time. So that's why we record them all. We should be streaming live on YouTube and in Facebook as well. And if the Facebook streaming is working, then the recording is available there as soon as we're finished, as it is in YouTube. If the Facebook streaming doesn't work, which can happen quite often, then we will post the recording within 24 hours. So let's just have a quick look who's in here now. We have Lewis from Lisbon in Portugal, and we've got Ramachandra in from Watford in England, Don from Vancouver Island in Canada, Ron from Amsterdam in Holland, Werner from South Africa, Deborah from I've lost her. Where's she gone? What happened there? Deborah. Here we go. Deborah from Southern Alabama, USA. Mary from Chicago, USA. I mentioned Werner from South Africa. Cody isn't, well, Cody's from Cornwall in England, but he's my dog, and it's just something that I can pop on to my other computer to check things are working. We got Peter in. I think that's Peter from Portugal. And Ramachandra says we should pray to God to become normal, are we, sir? Well, we'll get on to that in a moment. We've got Bozina in from Edinburgh in Scotland, and we've got another Bozina in from Slovenia in Europe, Norman from Doncaster, England. It'll be fine, everything by the mercy of the Supreme Lord. Right. Let's get started, first of all, with that little prayer from to help us find true happiness, and that affirmation. And then we'll get on to what's been happening today, where we're going and how things are moving. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, bless each member that they may find the joy of service, and through service, attract true happiness and everything they want and need into their life. Amen. And we got Maureen just popped in from London, just in time for the little affirmation. We're so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world, with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind and soul of thy world. Okay. Right. Yesterday we had a bit of an intruder. He was welcome, but he was disruptive. So I didn't handle it the best of ways, but I wanted to show you something that's developed from there. And I made a little recording of it. And here it is. Last night we had a little bit of disruption in our updates. Somebody barged in and started shouting accusations and wouldn't listen to answers. And I'm afraid I didn't handle the situation very well. So after the session ended, I wrote to this person. His name is Danny DeBeck or DeHeck or something like that. And I said, Danny, you don't know me. You attended my updates and were ill-mannered and arrogant. All you wanted to do was shout your opinions and gain more followers to promote your ego and ultimately your income. If you seek the truth, which I doubt, then conduct a civilized interview where I'll answer all your questions. You are also welcome to join We Share Abundance and benefit as a free member like so many others. God bless. Graham. I got a reply from him which didn't tell me anything. It just had a link in for me to go and see what his criticism about me was on his website. And I'm not prepared to give traffic to his website. So the next step was I received another email from him. And he says, thanks for your offer to do an interview. I'm open to the opportunity. I believe a proper, transparent discussion would be valuable for the public record. And I'm happy with that. But he says, before we confirm anything on camera, I'd appreciate it if you could first respond to a few key questions in writing. This will help us to understand the context clearly and ensure that the interview itself is productive and respectful for all involved, including the people who have been impacted by the schemes you've promoted. And he says, please answer the following: name, country of residence, list of Ponzi schemes, MLMs or programs you've promoted or been affiliated with. That presupposes that everything that he says is a Ponzi is a Ponzi. Did you financially benefit? What the hell's that got to do with him? Are you still actively promoting any online income investment opportunities? He knows very well that I am. How do you respond to allegations that these schemes were Ponzi-based and financially harmed participants? That is assuming they were Ponzi-based. Do you accept responsibility for losses suffered by investors who trusted your advice and platforms? Do you believe WISA has any real utility, or was it purely used to track deposits within We Share Abundance? Why do you describe We Share Abundance as a non-profit cloud nation under God when it requires upsells and deposits to access rewards? Would you be willing to do the interview live, or would you prefer a pre-recorded session? Now, I'm not prepared to answer all these questions because he's looking for the answers that I'm going to give him to his questions so that he is pre-armed to come back with more questions and things. It's not a level playing field. He can ask me anything he wants and I'll answer it completely honestly in a live situation. And that's basically what I told him. So I said, no, if you want an interview with me, you can have one and I'll answer all your questions honestly. Please don't just barge into our update calls and disrupt them when I'm trying to pass on information to people. Just let's get together and you can do a proper interview at a mutually convenient time. Seems reasonable to me. And then he comes back with a very sarcastic reply again. Thanks for the reply and for the heartfelt denial. It's refreshing to see that someone who spent nearly 2 decades launching, in quotation marks, totally not Ponzi programs, still clinging to the I had no idea defense. Bold move. I'm more than happy to conduct a respectful interview, but let's be clear, when someone promotes over a dozen investment schemes that collapse in the exact same Ponzi fashion, the terminology isn't just valid, it's earned. If you're truly keen to clear your name, answering some pre-interview questions shouldn't be a problem, especially for someone who claims to have nothing to hide and never knowingly promoted scams, even though your YouTube catalogue looks like a museum of collapsed crypto disasters. Let's do this right, answer a few key questions first so we're on the same page, and then we'll roll camera. Sound fair? So I said, no. I'll answer all questions live. You accuse me of things without knowing me. You disrupt my updates in an ill-mannered fashion, shouting unfounded accusations, and now you demand conditions for an interview. There are no valid conditions other than we both appear live in video format. You can ask anything you like live, and I will answer you honestly. And please don't use your patronizing verbiage in your responses to me. Like, it's refreshing to see someone who spent nearly 2 decades launching totally not Ponzi programs and clinging to the I had no idea defense. Bold move. It's up to him whether he wants to do things on a level playing field or not. But if he interrupts our meetings again, he will have the opportunity in our meeting to ask questions one at a time and get answered one at a time in a proper fashion. God bless. Okay, so he has been back to me and he's demanding that I answer the questions before he has the interview. And I told him I'm not prepared to answer them until we have the interview. So it's a stalemate. He also said that he thinks I won't answer the questions because I want to control the interview. And that's not the case. I want to not answer the questions in advance so that he doesn't control the interview. I want it a level playing field. But the guy's afraid of this, and so hopefully the matter is closed as far as we're concerned and he won't interrupt us again. If he does come in, he can stay as long as he likes, as long as he is polite and doesn't disrupt proceedings. So hopefully that has enlightened you a little bit on what's been going on since. I mean, he says I need to clear my name. My name, as far as I'm concerned, doesn't need clearing, but that's for other people to judge, not to me. Okay, who else have we got in? Now we've got that out of the way. We had Norman and we had, no, okay, so we've got Eric in from Quebec. And Bozina is saying congratulations and please share with everybody involved my sincere congratulations for the effort to get the site back to life. I'll bring you more up to date on that in a moment. Good returns with good. Peter, greetings from Cameroon. Hi there. Nankiat from Nigeria. Hello. Alexis, following you from Kigali. Wow. And we got Derek in from Wado City in Nigeria. Okay, so we don't have any cash giveaways because even though the site we got opened up eventually, it was supposed to be opened up around about 6 o'clock, but when I got to check it, I checked the ShareHope site first, and that was working, and I went through a few things there. And then I went to the WeShare Abundance site. Now, I had to go into an incognito browser because I was cleared to get into admin anyway to check things before. But when I did, I got a funny message. So I checked it in different browsers and different computers and got this. So it wasn't working. But by this time it was, 6 o'clock, which is pretty late in India. And we started very early this morning to try and get it all done today. And so I didn't expect either Devyani or Vishal to respond, but I did leave a message, and Vishal, bless his heart, came back, which would have been midnight for him, near enough anyway, and sorted it out. So you do have access to the members area. Now, there is a message I sent, which it's important that everybody reads, that is in your members area. We are not completed with all the details. We know that there are some people missing. Mainly, there's 1 week we've not been able to find anything for in reliable forms, and that is the week from the 13th of March to the 20th of March. So there may have been, in fact, we know there are some orders placed that haven't gone through. But there are also some that we know about that we are in the process of sorting out and processing some things. In particular, there are the people that had the random withdrawals. We've not had a chance to get back to check that, but I believe that for that week, they won't show. So we'll have to go through there and make sure that those are all completed. And that's a little bit time consuming, because each day I cleared the spreadsheet to bring a new one up the next day, not expecting to have this message, this error. However, there are ways we can do it, and we'll be working on that tomorrow, along with a few other things. Now, at the moment, you can't buy Success Blueprint or Easy Team Builder, because there is an error in the processing there, which we know about and we're working on. So while the site is back, and you can check it and see if there's anything that you think is drastically wrong, make a note of it. It may get corrected tomorrow. And if it doesn't, then we'll be asking people to submit support tickets with anything that they feel is not correct. Now, to adjust for people as activity, some people won't have been able to, well, nobody was able to log in. I wasn't even able to log in. When did it go down? Tuesday afternoon, I think. I think it was Tuesday. What day are we on today? Thursday. Yeah, I think it was Tuesday. So the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, it's about 3 days. But we are crediting everyone, regardless of who they are, whether they normally log in or not, or do anything. Everybody is going to get 4 days added on to their logging count, not their rewards, because that is all linked to the pools. And when you don't log in, it just means that the pools are extended for a longer time. It's 30 days that you log in. It's not 30 calendar days. So that won't be changed. But your activity log will. So anybody that was close to becoming active will be activated when they get those 4 bonus days tomorrow. It's been a tough challenge to get where we are. The front end, of course, is still missing an awful lot, but we need the back end sorted out first, and then the front end we'll be working on a little bit. Ramachandra says he's finished, he's completed the recruitment tool for the EasyTest team builders. So that's good news. We've got that sorted out. I got in touch with Fund Miracles. They were pushing for the release of the final payment. Now, we've not tested the site, but I did pay them half of the final payment, which was several $1,000s, because it's not their fault that we've not tested the site. We couldn't link up to the site. Members couldn't log in, they couldn't register, couldn't do anything. So hopefully we'll get that sorted out. We'll be able to test the site, and we'll be finalizing that Fund Miracles. We'll get that up and running. Of course, we've not built the back end for that, where you can make a lot of money, but that will come in the near future. Also, I got in touch with Mo today. He says he's still feeling not too good and he's had a tough time of it, but he is back now and he wants to work. And I said, well, there are other things that I've got for you. So we're going to change his remit a little bit, because the site we're going to rebuild anyway, and it'll be pretty much more standardized in the way that it looks and works anyway. So we're going to utilize Mo in creating things to help with recruitment. So it's been a busy few days. We've been working long hours. The developers have been putting in extra time, and they've done an amazing job. And I just wish finances weren't so tight, so that we could give them a massive bonus. But they have been told how much they are appreciated, and I'm sure that people like Buzzine are saying, you know, thank them, and that they will really feel appreciated, and they deserve it. They put in a real good shift to get us where we are in such a short space of time, from literally zero. We had to dig up lots of things that were unlikely resources, but we managed to put it all together and piece it together. The three of us, well, I say the three of us, mainly those two. We've got it back up, and by the end of the month we will be 100%, maybe not 100% restored in terms of everything that we had, because the front end will be totally restructuring, and it'll take a while, but we'll have a very workable front end. And the back end, we should have resolved all issues and queries from members by then. And we're not going to run any matrix till the end of the month because of that. So ShareHope, which would normally run in the old system on a Friday, in the new system we were going to run it today. But because we know that there are some people missing from there, and I have a list of several of them. And in fact, I've got a list of probably about 20 of them, I think, that we know are missing, and we've got to resolve that. So just those extra 2 or 3 days, 4 days, whatever it is, to the 31st, and the matrix will be run for ShareHope on the new system. It'll be run for the Success Blueprint. It'll be run for, I think those are the only two things actually, ShareHope and Success Blueprint, because everything else is pretty much done as things happen. There won't have been any automatic placements in the 777 plan, but that that'll catch itself up automatically. So we're looking good, is really what I want to say. We have achieved something which I thought was going to take us a lot longer, and it is all down to the dedication of Devyani and Vishal, and they deserve all the credit that you can give them. Have we got any more people in? Let me have a quick look. We Share Abundance is not opening still in Pakistan. It should be. Try totally refreshing your browser, getting rid of all cookies. It should be working globally. Okay. The site actually, I think, on the new hosting as well. We are on the new hosting. It's on AWS servers with a different outfit that is doing the support and a different backup system. And I think the site is actually operating faster than it was on the old servers. And I think we may be able to tweak it and get it even better. But there we go. But yeah, the site should be opening in Pakistan. I know that Vishal tested it in India, which is next door, isn't it? So that is working there. It's working in Europe because Bozina can get in, and I tested it in different browsers in the UK. I found Firefox difficult to get it. Firefox took a long time actually to for me to be able to get into the site. I don't know why, but the other browsers that I tested it in, Safari and Outlook, no, not Outlook, that's email, isn't it? Whatever the new, it's not new now either, is it? Anyway, the Chrome and Chrome things, and Brave, and whatever the Internet Express thing is, I can't remember what it's called now. Okay. So yeah, it should be opening. Try clearing your cookies and refreshing your browser and see what happens. Okay, that really is the updates. Obviously I've not got any numbers out because we don't really have anything happening there. We do have information coming that will be putting the Multiply Visa site onto the new server at the moment. If you can log in, it's because we've moved it onto the new server. If you can't log in, it's because it's in process. Okay, so that is Multiply Visa. There are a lot of other sites that we need to work on because they generate income for We Share Abundance, but they'll have to wait until we get as close to being 100% right as we can be with We Share Abundance and Share Hope. Okay, Vibe, I think, are launching either the end of this month or the beginning of next month with their matrix, and that'll be interesting because I think we should be in for some spillover, particularly the people that joined in the earlier days of our collaboration with them. I think there should be some spillover there, but there will definitely be spillover anyway through the people that we've brought in. How many will upgrade? It's hard to say, really. Normally, when you run a pre-launch, you're lucky if you get 5% that actually put their hand in the pocket. Now they're going to have close to 70,000. So 3,500 would be normal. But I think they're going to get more. I think they're probably going to get close to 10%, around about 7,000. I'd be surprised if they get more, but it is possible. Some of the figures and calculations I've done on things are looking like it could be more, but I'm reluctant to go with those figures because they would make a nonsense of every other pre-launch that I've monitored in the past. But even with several thousand, there's a good chance of getting some spillover there. And then if you are active in the Success Blueprint, we've not had time to do the changes I talked about there, but we can get you into the matrix there as well if you're struggling for cash, and you get your 3.9, and you don't need to complete your 27 to get in on the Pro package, but you do need to get about 15, I think, people in before we have the funds to pay you in to the matrix, even on the Pro package. Of course, it's better to get your 3.927 in place between now and the end of the month, because you're then taken care of forever. You know, you'll never have to put your hand in your pocket again. Is it easy to do that? No. Is it hard to do that? No. Hard isn't the opposite of easy. Hard is the opposite of soft. So is easy and difficult? Is it difficult to do that? Some people will find it difficult because it's new to them, and new things tend to be difficult until you get the hang of them, whether it's riding a horse or driving a car, even, you know, or walking for a baby. Not easy. Babies crawl, but they want to get up, and they're always trying to get up, and even if they fall down, they get up again. And that's what you've got to do. You've got to get back to being a baby and say, okay, I don't care if I fall down, I'm going to get up because I want to walk, I want to run with the best of them. And if you maintain that attitude, nothing can stop you. And in fact, the only person that can stop you getting where you want to go is you. Okay, have we got any more people in or anything here? No, we've still got that message there. And I can't see any questions in. I believe I did watch, when was it? I think it was yesterday, actually. I don't think I watched it today. I didn't have time. And I didn't actually watch it yesterday, but I did log into the 4 o'clock broadcast from Vibe yesterday. It was playing in the background. I wasn't actually watching the presentation and things. I was just seeing if I could pick up anything new. And I think that they're still on the sign up for free, but I don't know when that will stop. So you can still sign up for free. What they're going to do with free people when they do launch is anybody's guess. I don't know. I don't really understand why they're still asking for the $25, because if they're getting that close to launch, it seems to me to be a waste of money now at this point in time. But that's your own choice. They say that it is of value, and maybe I haven't spent enough time to find out why. So if you want to check it out and upgrade, that's up to you. But from what I've learned, or not learned, if you like, I think this close to launch, it seems to be a little bit of a waste of $25, because you're going to have to pay 150 or 250 or whatever it is to get into the matrix anyway. So why pay an extra $25? Just my opinion. Okay. With no no more things to cover, I don't think, today. But if anybody's got any questions or anything, we can handle that. Hopefully, if we get everything sorted tomorrow, we'll be able to give some money away again tomorrow. We'll be getting back on track with it. But we have to make sure that we're not leaving people out, really, is the main thing, isn't it? Everybody should have a fair chance. That really is the updates without any interruptions today. Okay, so thank you for being here. I love you all. Whether you believe it or not, we are dedicated to your success, your happiness, and your financial welfare. And it may not happen overnight, but we will do everything in our power to help you get there as soon as you possibly can. Okay, so with that said, get off and enjoy the rest of your day, wherever you are. Some of you will have quite a lot of the day left. Some of you, the day will be almost over. And whatever, enjoy the rest of it. Wake up tomorrow feeling bright and breezy and ready to get going. As I say, please do check out all your wallets and things in We Share Abundance. And if you see anything that you think is wrong, make a note of it at the moment. By tomorrow, we'll have probably adjusted everything that we can without your assistance. And then we can take a look at things and make any final adjustments that need to be made, and we'll get it all sorted out and right and running smoothly over the weekend, ready for everything to run at the end of the month. Okay, God bless you all. Thank you, and good night. And we've got more people here. Oh no, it's Bettina again with both of them. Thank you and good night. And the sun shines brightly behind the rain. How sweet. And then you get a rainbow as well. Okay, God bless. I'll see you all tomorrow, same time, same place, 7 p.m. London time, in our link, YouTube. And I think we're doing okay on Facebook. We were there the last few days. I may have got it sorted out. I'll see if it's there today. God bless. Thank you for being here.